So what's up? How you doing today? In this video, we're going to look at 5 ways to improve our soloing with Tennessee whiskey. Going to keep it real simple. So quick 5 tips. Let's get right into it. So number 1, we got to know the notes. What kind of notes can we use here? There's all sorts of notes we can use, but the key is A. The whole song is just A, B minor, A. So we can just use the A major pentatonic scale. And for those of you who think, okay, I know this, let's try to look at some limitations. We can take it from A here, climbing up to this A, and up one more octave. And then we can grab this note here too, because it's just right there. But this is the top octave there. See if we can just stick to this little diagonal area and challenge yourself. Sometimes limitations are the best things to bring out the most creative ideas. So for now, let's stick with those notes. So that's kind of our little playground area we're going to play around with. So that's it with notes. Number 2, techniques. So let's forget those notes. If we just played the notes, yeah, sure, it can sound okay, but this song's all about techniques. Think about Chris Stapleton and how he's singing it. He's got just sliding, bending those notes, tons of vibrato. So what are some techniques we can do? We can do tons, but what are maybe 5 we could do? Hammer-ons, pull-offs, slides, mixing those up, bending, and then the big one, vibrato. He's doing that a lot in his singing. So if we even just take 2 of those, like sliding and vibrato, that adds so much to our playing. And again, if this is something that seems basic to you, try to challenge yourself to be like, I'm going to get these better, and really zone in on maybe even just 2 or 3 of them. And if it's new to you, just again pick a couple and really work on those. So don't worry about all 5. But if we can mix up those 5 with these notes, I mean, we're already in good shape. So the third thing is to leave space. As a guitar player, we can keep playing forever, and that's a great thing. But it's also a downside, because as singers or wind instruments like saxophonists, they have to breathe, so it allows you to be more natural, and you're forced to leave space. So let's not just be playing nonstop and going down the scale, but just play a little thing, a little phrase, leave a little space. That's where you do some vibrato. Leave some space. Especially in the song, it's a slow ballad, so you want to have some space and leave that space so that you can build it up and fill it up with more as you go on to climax it, So number 3, space. So that leads us into number 4, just play the melody. So this is a great melody and sung by a great singer. He sings it differently throughout the whole song, but if we do just the first verse, even if we do just the first half, it's a great start. It adds actually all the stuff I've been talking about kind of all together. He just keeps it right around here. It's got a lot of technique and a lot of space. So let's give it a listen, see how it sounds. So I'm not going to break down every little part of the melody there, but if you want, just go back, pause it, and look at the tab and, figure that out on your own. But if you want, just, learn the first little part. If you start off with just that's a good start to the solo, rather than, starting the scale from down here and climbing your way up. So just take little bits of that melody, and it'll add a lot to your playing, and it'll really connect to the song, and to the listener, if anyone's listening to you play, will love it because it's going to be familiar to them because they know the melody more than anything in the song. So the 5th thing is to take everything we've done and then do it up an octave. So same scale, And you may think, oh, that's easy. Of course you can do that. But it's, again, a great way to just take stuff that you already know, put a limitation on yourself, and recycle it, though, in another area. And if you think, okay, it's the same thing, it's just 12 frets up, you know, the only difference is, okay, you get an open string here, and here you have the 12th fret. Otherwise, it's the same. You still, the frets, you know, you still have to contend with the frets are much smaller, and it takes a little getting used to it. So I think a lot of players don't practice up here enough. And some people don't even want to bother up here. That's fine. But if you do want to have soloing up here, you know, really practice it as much as you do down here. And it's a great way to develop the song. You play something down here, maybe the second half or the very last part, go up here, doing the same stuff, but it just brings it up in the intensity, you know? So work on that area there. And I would say a sixth thing is to make sure you have fun, you know, and really feel the song. I mean, this is a really heartfelt song, so really get into it like a method actor, like, you know, Daniel Day-Lewis spending months living a character's life to get ready for a role in a movie. You know, really get into it. Although I don't recommend, you know, drinking a bottle of whiskey necessarily to get in the role here, but really, you know, pretend you're an actor and really feel the music and not just gloss over the notes and this and that. So in the end, throw all this stuff away and just have fun and play along with it and feel it. I've got a practice backing track. You can try all this stuff out and your own ideas, you know, come up with your own unique sound and stuff. And I'm going to put the link at the end in the description below. If you like this video, hit the like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date with new videos, and have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.